Hare Krishna, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please press on bell icon for more notifications. Please like, share and comment. Thank you. Today is the auspicious day Pandava Nirjala Ekadasi. We will discuss about Pandava Nirjala Ekadasi. Once Bhimasena, the younger brother of Maharaja Yudhishthira, asked the great sage Srila Vyasadeva, the grandfather of the Pandavas, whether it was possible to return to the spiritual world without having observed all the rules and regulations of the Ekadasi fasts. Bhimasena then spoke as follows: O greatly intelligent and learned grandfather, my brother Yudhishthira, my dear mother Kunti, and my beloved wife Draupadi, as well as Arjuna, Nakula, and Sahadeva, fast completely on each Ekadasi and strictly follow all the rules, guidelines, and regulative injunctions of that sacred day. Being very religious, they always tell me that I should also fast on that day, but I tell them that I cannot live without eating because, as the son of Vayudeva, Samanaprana, the digestive air, hunger is unbearable to me. I can give widely in charity and worship Lord Keshava properly with all upacharas items, but I cannot fast on Ekadashi. Please tell me how I can obtain the same merits without fasting. Hearing these words, the grandsire of Bhima, Srila Vyasadeva, said, if you want to go to the heavenly planets and avoid the hellish planets, you should indeed observe a fast on both the light and dark Ekadashis. Bhima replied, O grandfather, please listen to my plea. Since I cannot live if I eat only once in a day, how can I possibly live if I fast completely? Within my stomach burns a special fire named Vrika, the fire of digestion. Agni, the fire god, descends from Lord Vishnu through Brahma, from Brahma to Angirasa, from Angirasa to Brihaspati, and from Brihaspati to Samyu, who was Agni's father. He is the gatekeeper in charge of Nairiti, the southeastern direction. He is one of the eight material elements, and Parikshit Maharaj, he is an expert at examining things. He examined Maharaja Shibi once by turning into a dove. Agni is divided into three categories named as Davagni, the fire in wood, Jataragni, the fire in the digestion in the stomach, and Vadavagni, the fire that creates fog when hot and cold streams mix in. For example, the ocean, another name for the fire of digestion, is Vrika. It is a powerful fire that resided in Bhima's stomach. Bhimasena continued, only when I eat to my full satisfaction does the fire in my stomach become satisfied. Oh, great says, I might possibly be able to fast only once. So I beg that you tell me of an Ekadashi that is worthy of my fasting and that includes all other Ekadashis. I shall faithfully observe that fast and hopefully still become eligible for liberation. Srila Vyasadeva replied, O king, you have heard from me about the various kinds of occupational duties, such as elaborate Vedic ceremonies and pujas. In the Kali Yuga, however, no one will be able to observe all these duties properly. I shall therefore tell you how, at practically no expense, one can endure some small austerity and achieve the greatest benefit and resultant happiness. The essence of what is written in the Vedic literature known as the Puranas is that one should not eat on either the dark or light fortnight Ekadashis. The Srimad Bhagavatam's unequivocal message is that of full surrender to Lord Krishna and the rendering of loving devotional service to him. Observing Ekadashi strictly is a great aid in that process, and here Srila Vyasadeva is simply stressing to Bhima the importance of the Ekadashi Vratam. One who fasts on Ekadashi is saved from going to the hellish planets. Hearing Srila Vyasadeva's words, Bhimasena then said, "Oh grandfather, what should I do? I am completely unable and ill equipped to fast twice in a month throughout the year. Please tell me of the one fasting day that will bestow the greatest benefit upon me." Then Vasudeva replied, "Without drinking even water, you should fast on the Ekadasi that occurs during the light fortnight of the month of Jeshta, May to June, when the sun travels in the sign of Taurus, Vrishab, and Gemini, Mithun, according to land personalities. On this day, one may bathe and perform achamana for pratiprokshana purification, but while performing achamana, one may drink only that amount of water equal to a drop of gold, or that amount it takes to immerse a single mustard seed. Only this amount of water should be placed in the right palm for sipping. If one drinks more water than this, he might as well have drunk wine. One must certainly not eating anything, for if he does so, he breaks his fast. This rigid fast is in effect from sunrise on the Ekadashi day to sunrise on the Dwadashi day. If a person endeavors to observe this great fast very strictly, he easily achieves the result of observing all 24 other Ekadashi fasts throughout the entire year. On Dwadashi, one should bath early in the morning, then, according to the prescribed rules, guidelines, and regulative injunctions, and of course, depending on his ability, he should give some gold and water to worthy Brahmanas. Finally, he should cheerfully honor Prasadam with a Brahmana. O Bhimasena, one who can fast on this special Ekadashi in this manner reaps the benefit of having fasted on every Ekadashi during the year. There is no doubt of this. O Bhima, now hear the specific merit one gets by fasting on this Ekadashi. The Supreme Lord Keshava, who holds a conch, discus, club, and lotus personality, told me everyone should take shelter of me and follow my instructions. Then he told me that one who fasts on this Ekadashi without even drinking water or eating becomes free of all sinful reactions, and that one who observes the difficult Nirjala fast on Jeshta Shukla Ekadashi truly reaps the benefit of all other Ekadashi fasts. O Bhimasena, in the Kali Yuga, the age of quarrel and hypocrisy, when all the principles of the Vedas will have been destroyed or greatly minimized, and when there will be no proper charity or observance of the ancient Vedic principles and ceremonies, how will there be any means of purifying the self? But there is an opportunity to fast on Ekadashi and become free of all one's past sins. O son of Vayu, what more can I say to you? You should not eat during the Ekadashis that occur during the dark and light fortnights, and you should even give up drinking water on the particularly auspicious Ekadashi day of Jeshta Shukla Ekadashi. O Vrikodhara, Varakyas eater, whoever fasts on this Ekadasi receives the merits of bathing in all the places of pilgrimage, giving all kinds of charities to worthy persons, and fasting on all the dark and light Ekadashis throughout the year in one go. Of this there is no doubt. Whoever fasts on this Ekadasi truly becomes a great person and achieves all manner of opulence and wealth, gains strength and health, and at the fearful moment of death, the terrible Yamadutas will refuse to approach him. Rather, such a faithful soul will at once be taken to the supreme abode of Lord Vishnu by the Vishnu Dutas. It is to gain all these benefits that one should certainly fast on this very auspicious and important Ekadashi, even from water. When the other Pandavas heard about the benefits to be gained by following Jyeshta Shukla Ekadashi, they resolved to observe it exactly as their grandfather Srila Vyasadeva had explained it to their brother Bhimasena. All the Pandavas observed it by refraining from eating or drinking anything, and thus this day is also known as Pandava Nirjala Dwadashi. Technically, it is a Mahadvadashi. Srila Vyasadeva continued, O Bhimasena, therefore you should observe this important fast to remove all your past sinful reactions. You should pray to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, in this way, making your Sankalpa declaration, O Lord of all the Devas, demigods, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, today I shall observe Ekadashi without taking any water. O unlimited Ananta Dev, I shall break fast on the next day, Dwadashi. Thereafter, to remove all his sins, the devotee should honor this Ekadasi fast with full faith in the Lord and with full control over his senses, whether his sins are equal in volume to Mount Sumeru or to Mandarchala hill. If he or she observes this Ekadashi, the sins that have been accumulated all become nullified and are burned to ashes. Such is the great power of this Ekadashi. O Bhima, Lord Sri Krishna has said that whoever observes this Ekadashi should take a holy bath, give charity to a worthy person, chant the Lord's holy names on a japamala, and perform some kind of recommended sacrifice, for by doing these things on this day one receive imperishable benefits. There is no need to perform any other kind of religious duty. Observance of this Ekadashi fast alone promotes one to the supreme abode of Sri Vishnu. O best of the Kurus, if one donates gold, cloth, or anything else on this day, the merit one obtains is imperishable. Furthermore, O best of beings, Jivatma, any man or woman who observes this fast properly and worships the Supreme Lord Jalshi, he who steps on the water and who on the next day satisfies a qualified Brahmana with nice sweets and a donation of cows and money, such a person certainly pleases the Supreme Lord Vasudeva so much so that 100 previous generations in his family undoubtedly go to the Supreme Lord's abode, even though they may have been very sinful or bad character and guilty of suicide, etc. Indeed, one who observes this amazing Ekadashi rides on a glorious celestial aeroplane Vimana to the Lord's abode. One who on this day gives a Brahmana a water pot, an umbrella, or shoes surely goes to the heavenly planets. Indeed, he who simply hears these glories also attains to the transcendental abode of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Vishnu. Whoever performs the Shraddha ceremony to the forefathers on the dark moon day called Amavasya, particularly if it occurs at the time of a solar eclipse, undoubtedly achieves great merit, but this same merit is achieved by him who simply hears this sacred narration, so powerful and so dear to the Lord is this Ekadashi. O Bhimasena, after this Ekadashi fast and donating the recommended items according to his ability, the devotee should feed Brahmanas and thereafter honor Prasadam silently. Srila Vyasadeva concluded, I strongly argue to fast on this auspicious, purifying, sin-devouring Dwadashi in just the way I have outlined. Thus you will be completely freed of all sins and reach the supreme abode. Thus ends the narration of the glories of Jyeshta Shukla Ekadashi or Bhimaseni Nirjala Ekadasi from the Brahma Vaivarta Purana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please press the bell icon for more notifications.